Hi, guys. It's Sabrina. And I'm here to talk about a couple meetings that I just had with some clients. And I'm not going to give any names. Obviously, there's a lot of confidentiality and privacy that I respect and I maintain. But I'm trying to help you out and to be smarter about your choices and understanding some of the ramifications and the consequences that can occur if you are truly not emotionally able at any point in time to handle some very serious consequences that can happen in divorce and custody disputes. So, one of my clients, um, we'll call her Sue. Sue was originally from a foreign country, and I'm not going to give away the country because that would be too telling. But the um, the issue was she was being abused in her marriage. She was a young mom, two little kids, and needed to get away. So she left the country, trusting that her spouse would do the right thing. And when she left, she didn't have her green card with her. She left to go stay at home with her parents in another foreign country and recover and heal and get her emotional well being together. But she left her kids with her spouse at the time. And unfortunately, the spouse at the time tore up her green card, and she was then forced to go through all of the issues that their country forced her to do to get another green card to come back. Fast forward, that was 4 years. And in that 4 year time period, she tried filing for divorce in her country, did file for divorce, got the divorce, but her husband here in Michigan, where I'm from, so we can call it the states, but this would happen in any other state. The husband filed for divorce and custody as well, and forged her name, and it's honestly it's a mess. And so, long story short, she has not seen her kids in over 4 years. And now that she was able to get her green card back, she came back to the states and now is trying to fight for custody. Tragic, tragic, tragic. And I'm bringing this up because I want you to be aware of really what can happen when you are not thinking through all of the steps. And I'm not blaming her. I'm not saying it was her fault. Obviously, she needed to recover. She was getting abused by a very, very violent man. And I have no idea how the kids are at this point. But um, she came to me because she's desperate now and she wants to know what her remedies are. And it will be very expensive and it will be a very long uphill battle. And it can be done, but it can be very expensive and very costly emotionally, psychologically, financially. So let's just reverse engineer this and try to figure out what can possibly be done. And I always tell my clients in the event of any type of abuse, you have to have a plan. You can't just act like that because certain things won't go your way. And this obviously is a very extreme case scenario, but this is what can happen. So you have to have a plan. You have to be psychologically and mentally and physically and financially, all of the things ready and prepared to to leave, because when you leave there's no going back, and you want to make sure you are able to take your kids with you if you have children, because if you don't take your kids, it will be very difficult to get them from an abuser, because those are very high conflict situations. I'm not saying it's not you're not going to be done, not going to be able to get it. It's just more difficult. So to have a plan, it's important that you get the help you need. Only tell tiny person, if you, a tiny number of people, if even if then if you need to tell anyone, make it your counselor or your therapist or your attorney, a trusted friend or a parent or a sibling, someone that you trust implicitly to help you with that plan, to help you get your financials in place, to help you find a shelter if you need it, to help you find another school system if you need to get farther away from the abuser. So, in another video, I will go through all the in-depth details of what you need to do, but just know that until and unless you are a little more emotionally equipped to handle the high conflict that you will be seeing, you need to do that for yourself. I'm not saying to stay in an abusive situation, but I'm saying to arm yourself with the knowledge, with the emotional intelligence that you need to start figuring out how to leave and get out of that situation. And also, when you become a little more emotionally aware, you won't allow yourself to be in that situation, even if you're in the same environment as that abuser. So let's just say you start therapy and your spouse is still trying to attack you or abuse you. You might have the tools in that moment to leave or to deflect or to lock your door and stay in your room if it's not if it's something that you can do. Um, if you're not able, if you don't have the strength, then by all means leave. But just know that if you leave without the children, there will be a more difficult custody battle to fight, especially if you let a long time go by. In the case of my client, she let a year go by, and that just brought up a lot of other issues that didn't have to be. And but she was young and she was scared and she didn't know what to do. And, you know, all is not lost. I mean, I'm going to really work hard to get her parenting time back and custody. And none of it was her fault, but it is just a very tragic situation. So I say all this to tell you guys, please, please get the help you need. You can leave. You can have a better life. And I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you have that better life. And I want to arm you with the tools necessary so that you do it in a smart way and the most efficient way for you and your kids. Okay. So thank you so much for listening. My name is Sabrina, and I'm here to help you. And just remember, knowledge is power, but it's only powerful for you if you use that knowledge. So try to get stronger, try to do all the tools that you can to get that emotional strength within you so that you can face anything in your reality. All right, guys, have a great day and I'll talk to you soon.